Well, hello. How are y'all doing today? You know what? I just wanted to take a quick minute, just offer you guys some encouraging words. I got a chance to come out here and drink from this delicious spring, and it just got me fired up. And you know what? I know that there's a lot of difficult things that people are facing right now, and incredible challenges and oppressions, and just a ferocity of attacks that are coming from so many different angles. Feels like there's this unleashing of dread and fear that's coming on to people right now. But you know what? I just want to encourage y'all. There is always good news waiting in the midst of those trials, those tribulations. There's always a season of refreshment that comes when there's resistance and breakthrough. All of these plants and these trees that you see behind me, they're all eagerly awaiting this season of change and transformation that comes when there's a promise of breakthrough. And you know what? For those of you that are suffering, those of you that are in that bondage and that despair, listen, please take courage. Know that the Father loves you, cares for you. He has compassion for you. And you know what? I ask that He would encourage you like never before in your life, that He would transform you from that season of suffering and give you the good fruits of endurance, that patience, this kindness, the compassion that you need to overcome those circumstances that you're facing. Because you know what? There's a great many trials that people are experiencing right now, but there's always breakthrough waiting on the other side of it. So be a good cheer, my brothers and sisters. I love you guys so much. Go to the fountain and drink from those living waters of life. It will always fill you up in ways that nothing else in this world can do. I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon.
Chapter 37. Aleph. Do not fret because of evildoers. Do not be envious of the workers of unrighteousness, for they soon wither like grass and fade like green plants. Bet. Trust in Yahuwah and do good. Dwell in the earth and feed on steadfastness, and delight yourself in Yahuwah, and let Him give you the desires of your heart. Gimel. Commit your way to Yahuwah, and trust in Him, and He does it. And He shall bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your right ruling as midday. Dalet. Rest in Yahuwah, and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his ways, because of the man doing wicked devices. Hey, abstain from displeasure and forsake wrath. Do not fret also to do evil, for evildoers are cut off. But those who wait on Yahuwah, they shall inherit the earth. Vav. Yet a little while, and the wrong is no more. And you shall look on his place, but it is not. But the meek ones shall inherit the earth, and delight themselves in plenty of peace. Zion. The wrong plots against the righteous, and gnashes his teeth at him. Yahuwah laughs at him, for he sees that his day is coming. Chet. The wrong have drawn the sword, and have bent their bow, to cause the poor and needy to fall, to slay those who walk straightly. Their sword does enter into their own heart, and their bows are broken. Tet. Better is the little of the righteous one than the riches of many wrongdoers. For the arms of the wrongdoers are broken, but Yahuwah sustains the righteous. Yod. Yahuwah knows the days of the perfect, and their inheritance is forever. They are not ashamed in the time of evil, and in the days of scarcity of food they are satisfied. Kaf. But the wrongdoers shall perish, and the enemies of Yahuwah. Like the splendor of the meadows they vanish. Like smoke they vanish away. Lamed. The wrongdoer is borrowing and does not repay, but the righteous one shows favor and gives. For his blessed ones inherit the earth, but those cursed by him are cut off. Mem. The steps of a man are ordered by Yahuwah, and he delights in his way. Though he falls, he is not cast down, for Yahuwah is supporting his hand. Noon. I have been young, and now I am old. Yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. All day long he is showing favor and lending, and his seed is for blessing. Samik. Turn away from evil and do good, and dwell forever. For Yahuwah loves right ruling, and does not forsake his lovingly committed ones. They shall be guarded forever. But the seed of the wrongdoers is cut off. The righteous shall inherit the earth, and dwell in it forever. Pay. The mouth of the righteous speaks wisdom, and his tongue talks of right ruling. The Torah of his Elohim is in his heart. His steps do not slide. Zadi. The wrong one is watching for the righteous, and is seeking to slay him. Yahuwah does not leave him in his hand, or let him be declared wrong when he is judged. Kof. Wait on Yahuwah, and guard his way, and he shall exalt you to inherit the earth. When the wrongdoers are cut off, you shall see it. Resh. I have seen the wrongdoer in great power, and spreading himself like a native green tree. Yet he passed away, and see, he was not. And I sought him, but he was not found. Sheen. Watch the perfect, and observe the straight, for the latter end of each is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The latter end of the wrong shall be cut off. Tav. But the deliverance of the righteous is from Yahuwah, their strength in time of distress. And Yahuwah does help them and deliver them. He delivers them from the wrongdoers and saves them, because they took refuge in him. Chapter 38. O Yahuwah, do not rebuke me in your wrath, nor chastise me in your hot displeasure. For your arrows have pierced me, and your hand comes down on me. There is no soundness in my flesh because of your rage, nor peace in my bones because of my sin. For my crookedness have passed over my head, like a heavy burden too heavy for me. My wounds have become stinky, festering because of my folly. I have been bent down. I have been bowed down very much. All day long I have gone mourning, for my loins have become filled with burning, and there's no soundness in my flesh. I have become weak and greatly crushed. I howled from the groaning of my heart. Yahuwah, all my desire is before you, and my sighing has not been hid from you. My heart is throbbing, my strength has forsaken me, and the light of my eyes also is not with me. My loved ones and my friends stand back from my plague, and my neighbors stand far away, and those seeking my life lay a snare, and those seeking my evil have spoken of destruction and utter deceit all day long. But I, as one deaf, do not hear, and as a dumb one who does not open his mouth. I'm like a man who does not hear, and who has no rebukes in his mouth. For on you, O Yahuwah, I have waited. You do answer, O Yahuwah, my Elohim. For I said, otherwise they would rejoice over me. When my foot slips, they would exalt themselves over me. For I am ready to fall, and my pain is always with me. For I confess my crookedness. I am sorry over my sin. But my enemies are alive. They have become strong, and those hating me falsely are many. And those who repay evil for good, they oppose me because I follow what is good. Do not forsake me, O Yahuwah, O my Elohim. Be not far from me. Hasten to help me, O Yahuwah, my deliverance. Chapter 39. I have said, let me guard my ways against sinning with my tongue. Let me guard my mouth with the muzzle, while the wrongdoer is before me. I became dumb, keeping still. I was silent from good, and my pain was stirred. My heart was hot within me. While I was meditating, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. Yahuwah, let me know my end, and the measure of my days, what it is. Let me know how short-lived I am. See, you have made my days as handbreadths, and my lifetime is as non-existence before you. Only all men standing are all breath. Selah. As but a shadow each one walks. They busy themselves only in vain. He heaps up wealth, but knows not who gathers them. And now, Yahuwah, what do I wait for? My expectancy is in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Do not make me the reproach of the foolish. I was dumb. I did not open my mouth, because it was you who did it. Turn aside your stroke from me. I am overcome by the blow of your hand. When you chastise man for crookedness with reproofs, you consume what he loves like a moth. All men are but a breath. Selah. Hear my prayer, O Yahuwah, and give ear to my cry. Do not be silent at my tears, for I am a sojourner with you, a settler, as all my fathers were. Look away from me, that I might brighten up before I go away and am no more. Chapter 40. I waited for Yahuwah, and he inclined to me and heard my cry. And he drew me out of the pit of destruction, out of the muddy clay. And he set my feet upon a rock. He is establishing my steps. Then he put a new song in my mouth, praise to our Elohim. Many do see it and fear, and trust in Yahuwah. Blessed is that man who has made Yahuwah his trust, and has not turned to the proud, and those turning aside to falsehood. O Yahuwah, my Elohim, many are the wonders which you have done, and your purposes toward us. There is no one to compare with you. I declare and speak. There are too many to be numbered. Slaughtering and meal offering you did not desire. You have opened my ears. Ascending offering and sin offering you did not ask for. Then I said, See, I have come. In the scroll of the book it is prescribed for me. I have delighted to do your pleasure, O my Elohim, and your Torah is within my heart. I have proclaimed the good news of righteousness in the great assembly. See, I do not restrain my lips, O Yahuwah. You know. I did not conceal your righteousness within my heart. I have declared your trustworthiness and your deliverance. I did not hide your loving commitment and your truth from the great assembly. Do not withhold your compassion from me, O Yahuwah. Let your loving commitment and your truth always watch over me, for evils without number have surrounded me. My crookednesses have overtaken me, and I have been unable to see. They became more than the hairs of my head, and my heart has failed me. Be pleased, O Yahuwah, to deliver me. O Yahuwah, hasten to help me. Let those who seek to destroy my life be ashamed and abashed altogether. Let those who are desiring my evil be driven back and put to shame. Let those who say to me, Aha! Aha! be appalled at their own shame. Let all those who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let those who love your deliverance always say, Yahuwah be exalted. But I am poor and needy. Let Yahuwah think upon me. You are my help and my deliverer. O my Elohim, do not delay. Chapter 41. Blessed is he who considers the poor. Yahuwah does deliver him in a day of evil. Yahuwah does guard him and keep him alive. He is blessed on the earth. And you do not hand him over to the desire of his enemies. Yahuwah sustains him on his sickbed. In his weakness on his bed you bring a change. As for me, I said, O Yahuwah, show me favor. Heal me, for I have sinned against you. My enemies speak evil of me. When he dies, his name shall perish. And when one comes to visit, he speaks falsely. His heart gathers wickedness to itself. He goes out, he speaks of it. All who hate me whisper together against me. They plot evil to me, saying, a matter of Belial is poured out on him, that when he lies down, he would not rise again. Even my own friend, in whom I trusted, who ate my bread, has lifted up his heel against me. But you, Yahuwah, show me favor and raise me up, and let me repay them. By this I know that you did delight in me, because my enemy does not shout for joy over me. And you uphold me in my integrity, and set me before your face forever. Blessed be Yahuwah Elohim of Yisrael, from everlasting to everlasting. Amen and amen. Chapter 42. As a deer longs for the water streams, so my being longs for you, O Elohim. My being thirsts for Elohim, for the living El. When shall I enter in to appear before Elohim? My tears have been my food day and night, while they say to me all day, where is your Elohim? These I remember, and pour out my being within me, for I used to pass along with the throng. I went with them to the house of Elohim, with a voice of joy and praise, a multitude celebrating a festival. Why are you depressed, O my being? And why are you restless within me? Wait for Elohim, for I shall yet thank him for the deliverance of his face. O my Elohim, my being is depressed within me. Therefore I remember you from the land of the Yarden, and from the heights of Hermon, from Mount Mitzar. Deep calls to deep at the sound of your waterfalls. All your waves and breakers passed over me. By day, Yahuwah commands his loving commitment, and by night his song is with me, a prayer to the El of my life. I say to El, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? With murder in my bones, my enemies have reproached me, while they say to me all day long, where is your Elohim? Why are you depressed, O my being? Why are you restless within me? Wait for Elohim, for I shall yet thank him, the deliverance of my face, and my Elohim. Chapter 43. Rule me rightly, O Elohim, and plead my cause against a nation without loving commitment. O deliver me from a man of deceit and unrighteousness, for you are the Elohim of my strength. Why have you rejected me? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Send forth your light and your truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your set-apart mountain and to your dwelling places, that I might come to the slaughter place of Elohim, to El, the joy of my delight, and praise you with the lyre. O Elohim, my Elohim, why are you depressed, O my being? Why are you restless within me? Wait for Elohim, for I shall yet thank him, the deliverance of my face, and my Elohim. Chapter 44. O Elohim, we have heard with our ears. Our fathers have related to us the work you did in their days, in the days of old. You drove out the nations with your hand, but them you planted. You afflicted peoples and sent them out. For not by their own sword did they possess the land, neither did their own arm save them, but it was your right hand and your arm and the light of your face, because you delighted in them. You yourself are my sovereign, O Elohim. Command deliverance for Jacob. Through you we push our enemies. Through your name we tread down those who rise up against us. For I do not trust in my bow, and my sword does not save me. For you have saved us from our enemies, and have put to shame those who hated us. In Elohim we shall boast all day long, and praise your name forever. Selah. Yet you have rejected us, and put us to shame. You make us turn back from the adversary, and those who hate us have plundered us. You do give us as sheep to be eaten, and you have scattered us among the nations. You sell your people for no value, and have set no high price on them. You make us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a mockery to those round about us. You make us a proverb among the nations, a shaking of the head among the peoples. My reproach is always before me, and the shame of my face has covered me, because of the voice of the slanderer and blasphemer, because of the enemy and avenger. All this has come upon us, but we have not forgotten you, neither have we been false to your covenant. Our heart has not turned back, neither has our step swerved from your way. Yet you have crushed us in the place of jackals, and covered us with the shadow of death. If we have forgotten the name of our Elohim, or stretched out our hands to a strange mighty one, would Elohim not search this out? For he knows the secrets of the heart. But for your sake we are killed all day long, reckoned as sheep for the slaughter. Awake! Why do you sleep, O Yahuwah? Arise! Do not reject us forever. Why do you hide your face, ignoring our affliction and our oppression? For our being is bowed down to the dust, our body cleaves to the earth. Arise, be our help, and redeem us for your loving commitment's sake.